It's a great story anyway, and just to be attached to him shows you his greatness. He had 300 fights, by the way, but just to be able to say this story, that the legend has it that he once won a round without throwing a punch.
That's
Now,
right.
see, that talks to the craft of the sport. That talks to what this man's all about. You know, the sweet science, the science of the sport. Not just, you know, the physicality of it. To be able to have ring generalship. These people talk about ring general. They don't even know what it is, what it means. Go watch Willie Pep. You'll learn what it means. To control a guy, to hold a guy with a feint, and make him feel like he got hit. Bah! Oh, you know, to give him angles, to disarm him, to make him put his gloves in his pocket, where he's afraid to even throw because some might be coming back at him from a counter because he hit nothing but air, and some go up, bop, so he doesn't even want to throw. To be able to win a round without throwing a punch, I mean, my goodness, I mean, what would be the analogy for a gunfighter to win a gunfight without pulling his gun? You know.
But you know, people wouldn't understand. We understand that, how that could happen. It's such an artist, a total ring artist was Willie Pep.
Yeah, 100%.
Lastly, I've got a big thing. Like people on my social media channels are bored with this, but I'm going to mention it to you. I started going back to the gym in my 50s, and then in recent years, I'm training 3 times a week. In recent years, I see all these kids in the gym wearing sparring gloves. Right? We wore bag mitts with the flexible thumb. And so I see all these sparring gloves, and they've got the thumb attached to the main glove.
So you don't thumb the guy
and
in
like,
the eye.
But what we're seeing now is...
You want to close the face.
They can't hold it. And that's... So what happened to that? I loved the bag mitts, and I thought, I'm going to bring out my own bag mitts, but with 8-ounce padding, and the thumb without padding, so you can wrap it around.
Nice.
Kids are not taught that kind of basic thing that we got when we first went. When you're a 5 or an 8-year-old going in, let's see you punch. This is how you close your fist. They're not taught the basics. And you know the big deal. So these are my noble art mitts with the thumb which can wrap over, and they're selling in 60 countries, by the way.
Beautiful.
But the other thing I wanted to say to you was defenders. We don't see defensive boxers anymore.
And look, there's so many things. I have something out there, and I'm not trying to. I did not come here I came because you asked me to do this with a good man, and I'll do anything for a good man, a good person. But the dynamic striking is the largest seller of instructional fight tapes, and I've done over the last 6 years, I've done about 18 of them. And without sounding like an idiot, because it's terrible, you know, to do this to yourself. It is, and I'm doing it. But only because you bring up that subject. I didn't intend to do this, but I have these instructional videos out there. And the point is that it's about the art of the sport. And every part of the sport, the art of the jab. I have one video that shows you 14 different ways you can throw a jab. Another one, the art of fighting on the inside. And here's a lost art. The art of feinting. We were talking about it with Willie Pep. Just you know, the old timers would say, and Cuz used to say to me, Teddy, there was a fighter that he'd feint you and make you go drop and to tie your shoes.
Exactly.
I mean, and so the lost art, you know, and part of it, the art of defense.
The backhand.
All of it. All of it.
All of it.
Look, for me, there's 3 lines of defense.
Oh,
One is the blocking. The other one is slipping, moving, making a miss by moving your head. And the other is the legs, which Willie Pep, you know, showed. So 3 lines of defense. But again, there were so many parts of this great sport that the art of it is lost. It's not taught. There's no teachers anymore.